Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching GEEKCASTER, everything sci-fi, fantasy, and pop culture commentary. I'm Seven, we have Drew, and we have Corey, and we're going to talk to you today about a lot of stuff. How you guys doing?
All right, hanging in there yourself?
Good. So, there's an animation that you were talking about before the show that you were putting us on to, and you also were saying they're doing a season 2. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, I was actually surprised to hear the news that Cyberpunk 2077 Edge Runners. It's based on I'd say a pretty popular video game. It's a game that's popular, but it's also got some kind of like infamy just because of how like the game operated. I know there was like a series of glitches that the game went through and a lot of delays, but just the same, it's pretty popular, and so much so that it has currently a 10-episode. It's an anime. It's like an animation. On Netflix, and I watched it. I loved it up until the end.
Okay.
And the ending left me so pissed off that I'm like, how are you going to be so excellent until the tail end and then do me like that, show? But as I just learned, I guess within like the last day or so, they're apparently got a season 2 planned. So I'm not sure if it's set in the same, like with the same characters and the same circumstance, but I'm definitely interested. I will be definitely checking it out. And yeah, that was the news for me on that one.
I don't know why it just registered that you said Cyberpunk 2077, the classic game that came out, and it was just ruined. And all the fans were like about to boycott the game. And then the developers went back and fixed everything. And now it's like a really great game. I had no idea it came out as like an anime. So now I'm very interested.
It's kind of was attached as what I would call supplementary stuff because I didn't play the game, and then I heard there was the anime, and I'm like, I haven't played the game, so I have nothing to lose if I just check it out just to see what it's like. And I thoroughly enjoyed it. It's like, plot-wise, without giving anything away, it's like I was saying before the show, it's kind of like Scarface, but like dystopian sci-fi. It's let's watch this kid kind of grow up to become a criminal or a degenerate, but you understand his life circumstance because you experience it with him, right? So he meets allies, he meets enemies, and it's his little trek into villainy is pretty interesting to watch.
And this is season 2 coming out.
This is season 2 now. So part of me is like, how are they going to pull off season 2? Depending on how season 1 ended. Again, I'm not trying to mess anything up,
right?
But like, in regards to how season 1 ended, I'm curious to see how they're going to pull that off. Because considering that it's like advanced tech and you have cybernetic limbs, and there's, I guess, also the idea that you could upload consciousnesses into like cybernetic bodies, I think, in this game. I think that might be a thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's certain characters not being around, certain characters' deaths, it may not be as a, much of a hurdle to bring characters back that may have died before.
Gotcha.
So I'm definitely interested, and I will be checking out season 2.
I will be watching that tonight.
Check it out. I highly recommend it. It's not for kids. It's not Absolutely do not watch this with any kids. It is not that type of joint. But just the same, it's really good.
Wow. Sounds good. Okay.
Now, Corey, you
were watching something that I don't think we were watching at all, Ironheart.
Oh, yeah.
What's your take on that? Because based on the trailers, I didn't really jump into that. And then also the way it was the way Ironheart was introduced into the Marvel universe, I wasn't overly impressed with that as well. So is this something that we should check out?
I believe so. A lot of people complained that it was a little slow, episode 1, episode 2. There's only 6 episodes, so you can binge this in a weekend. And continuing off from what we've seen from Ironheart in the movies, the show pretty much continues on, and it's a very good ride. I would say episode 3 is where it peaks, and then episode 6 is the big finale, and it's leading us into the next phase of the Marvel Universe.
Okay. Now, Drew, you. Drew's making that face, the $1 million
I'm
face.
just I'm
Come
listening
on.
to folks' words. I'm taking in the info, and I'm just making my own little thoughts. She's not top priority on my list. I think I said before I'd wait until all the episodes came out and then check it out.
Right.
But from what I'm hearing, like just doing the math in my head, like 2 episodes that you need to build up, peaks at episode 3 according to Corey. Episode 4 and 5 or whatever, and then episode 6 is basically a protracted advertisement for the next thing because that's what they do. Rather than focus on making a well-rounded season 1 or film or anything, it's be ready for next product. I don't know. I'll get there eventually. I'm just not in a rush.
The Marvel formula right now, it's like how Apple used to operate, just pump stuff out as fast as you can. But with this, there's a huge distinction between, I guess, Iron Man and Ironheart. Ironheart is her own character; it's her own show, and the only thing is your world building for episode 1 and 2. It's not terrible. It's just a little slow.
World building is fine, but again, you got to find the right pace. And pace is tricky. Like, I understand it. Pace is really tricky. You can have all the information that you try to, like, throw in at once. The mess with that is that people get bored with the big influx of info, and a lot of times they don't remember it. If you give it to them all at once, they don't remember the information, so it's like, all right, let's daisy chain the details as things are happening. We need things blowing up. We need fight scenes. We need, cool one-liners. I get it, but you got to find a pace for it.
Yeah.
Well, without giving too much away, I guess Iron Man had Jarvis, but Ironheart has Natalie, and once you watch it, you'll understand it. It's very, very interesting what they do with that.
Okay.
I'm wondering. I'm like, when I get there,
It's only 6 episodes, so it's not much I can talk about besides episode 3, which was the big turn, and then episode 6, which was the big cliffhanger that pretty much everyone was expecting.
You know what?
The only other thing.
This is giving me Acolyte vibes, where people wanted to be good so bad that they just wanted to be good so bad.
What? I'm not quite following.
No, like, so for instance, like Acolyte, right? Because if you're a Star Wars fan, you just wanted to be amazing. You wanted to be good. You almost want to find excuses to be like, wow, this and that, and I feel that Ironheart, for the Marvel fan, especially in this age of representation, which is important, but I just feel that, like, there's this energy of they just want it to be good, even if it's not.
The try hard, please like us, and the message angle. Focus on making it good. It's the same problem that I've been talking about for years. People are so fixated and so hard for having a point and trying to have some type of a poignant of the now, ubiquitous. This is the message. Like, stop. Just make good stuff. Don't worry about what the gender dynamic is, what their pronouns are. Just make the good thing. Make the thing that you script, your show, make that as good as you could possibly make it, and then leave some little nuggets of real life message, as they used to say. You could leave those in there, but, like, have a point. And it's so much of it now is like a lot of just self-serving crap. I'm noticing now, like, I think why a lot of modern writing doesn't work is because a lot of it's just self-serving, narcissistic crap. The most recent controversy. I'm going off into the weeds now, but Lilo and Stitch live action. Okay, the big complaint that a lot of people have with the modern one is that it looks fine enough, it's shot fine enough as a film, but the whole home vibe of, like, family, that Ohana thing, apparently in the new one, it's like, nah, forget that. Go off, leave the kid wherever the kid is at, and then go off to California to go to school or whatever. And I'm like, y'all can't even keep the what was a fine, wholesome family moral. We can't do that now. Because it's more about get the bag, clout chasing. I need all the likes and follows and subscribe. run with your dreams. Forget your family, run with your dreams. And I'm not even a guy who's like on that, of the mindset, well, all the family must stick together. People go out and do their own things, I get it. But it's like the morals, you're just kind of teaching people to be just self-serving douches, and it makes the film drag.
But then
I feel like you're almost going to root for a douchebag at the end of the day.
But then my pushback to that is, wouldn't we complain about getting the same formula, the same movie over and over and over in just a different medium? So if they would have copied the exact formula from the cartoon and made it into a live action, people would have complained. So you have like slight differences, like Lion King. That was a good little adaptation. This is a different adaptation, like I guess a modern twist to it. But if they would have made, like you're complaining about, the animated movie into a live action, that would have been a bigger complaint.
No,
so at what point?
Not with that one. It's not with that one. With Lilo and Stitch, that's harmless. That's between the sisters and Lilo, it's harmless. So it's this angle of, let's take what worked about this original film and not do that this time around. What made it work the first time, let's purposely screw that around because it's modern, because it's 2025.
Shots fired.
Because it's what's trending. I'm like, that's okay, the result, do it. I'm not saying you shouldn't make it, but results will vary. And when everybody says, wow, that was ass, we're allowed to say it, not, well, you're just hating because it's not holding up old arcade. No, just because it didn't work. That version didn't work. That's all.
Okay. I was just applauding the attempt of trying to do an improvement or something different rather than rinse and repeat that we get all the time.
But you know what? Changing something from animation to live action is a rinse and repeat. So at that point,
yeah, it's already a rinse and repeat right there. So, but okay, it's the same property, which is based on the same characters and the same kind of moving parts you would have that made it work the first time. So if you're going to do a live action, it's already a rinse and repeat right there. But point two, let's change what worked in the original to something that probably won't, just because it's chic and it's what's new. When it's crap, that's on the creators.
And I like your sentiment, Corey, because I believe that, like, do something different. But at that point, just do a new film.
I mean, I guess trying something different, make it something different.
I mean, we got the same thing with The Little Mermaid. We got the same thing with Lion King. And
they're all bad.
No one that I know likes them. Everyone that I know who saw them was like, wow, that was garbage.
I like the new Lion King. And The Little Mermaid, it was a watch.
Corey, cut the crap, Corey.
Watch? Okay.
And remember who you are.
Live action Lion King with the songs, they slap.
Man.
Corey, remember who you are. Stop it. Stop it.
That's kind of nice, but
All right, Sacha Baron Cohen. He's
the big reveal.
Yeah, he's looking like he could do something.
Yeah, he worked out for his big reveal in Ironheart, so I'm applauding it.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, I just saw it as Borak's getting ripped for some reason. It's a Marvel thing. Because my thing is, it's going to be Sacha Baron Cohen, but I'm like, is it going to be him in like makeup and stuff, or is it going to be a CG character that he does the voice of and does some mocap?
No, it's actually him.
Do some mocap. Okay.
It's actually him.
Okay.
And that's the thing. When I saw him at first, I didn't recognize him, but he's not Sacha Baron Cohen. You know how he, I guess, dives into his characters. He really did dive into this character as well. I don't know if we should give the name away. People probably already know. So,
did I screw up already? Did I say his name already?
I don't think you did.
Okay, cool. I had an old man brain. I'm like, wait, did I already drop it? No, I won't name the character, but yeah, he's in Marvel. It's kind of the same thing as who's the other guy that was in that terrible Eternals movie? He got freaking ripped for that one. He was in that one HBO show with the tech guys. Indian actor.
I know you're talking about.
I can't remember his name, but he was up for. We all have his face in mind. He was in the Eternals, and I'm like, dude, there's at no point in the movie does it require you shirtless. You're not shirtless in the movie at one point. So why? Why? I mean, he did it. Cool. I'm like, I'm all for it. Fitness, yeah, go for that. But like,
wasn't necessary.
It was unnecessary. It was just the Hollywood thing to do for that role. And I guess in the suit, it makes him look a little more upright. But I'm like, dude, you're wearing like the same body armor that the brother was wearing in that one.
Kumal Nanjiani, that's his name.
Yeah, that the brother's yeah, I heard he's a good actor. I haven't seen him in a thing that I've liked him in yet. I gotta watch him in Atlanta, I guess. But that was the same outfit.
Right.
And I'm like, you didn't need to do all that, bro. But okay.
Did we talk about Mortal Kombat?
I don't know if we got around to Mortal Kombat last time.
I don't think we did. Are we looking forward to this?
Yes.
Oh yeah, I am. And the first one wasn't even that good. Like the first one was alright. I had a fun time with it, but it was flawed in a few places.
So I just rewatched everything from 1995, beginning Mortal Kombat, and then Annihilation, and then the other Mortal Kombat one, and that one wasn't bad. It wasn't terrible.
There's things that worked. The dude that they should have used to play Scorpion, they used him as the other guy in the first one. That whole thing in the first film, like we should have realized that he was actually Scorpion the whole time, and that he was walking around in a fugue after his family died. But they didn't do that. He's a different guy.
But I like the lineage. The what is his name? Cole Young or something like that.
Cole or something. Yeah, my God. Cole. All right, whatever.
But his costume was cool. The powers are cool, and we always get a new character with every Mortal Kombat iteration, so it made sense to bring in a new character.
For this version of it, like, ultimately you just let it rock, and you have, luckily, more characters that you recognize than Cole. He's like kind of, not a MacGuffin or a prop character, but it's like compared to like Jax and Sonya, who I do like. My dude playing Jax, he works. The chick playing Sonya, she works. Carl Urban, who's going to be in the next one, I think he would work as kind of an older Johnny Cage. That's kind of the big lure for this one for me. Because Johnny Cage is my favorite character.
They didn't really give too much about it except for Johnny Cage. And I don't think it's going to be wrapped that much around him. If it is totally wrapped around him, then they kind of gave us like 50%. No, not 50%. I'd say 30% of the movie. Did you guys see the trailers, or you avoided them?
You know, I avoid trailers.
I saw the trailers and I liked it. It gave you the overview. I think it gave you the main points. And to be fair, they set it up at the end of the last one. Yeah. They talk about, there's this other guy we need to go get called Johnny Cage. I'm like, oh, okay, that's where he comes in. So this one's literally just picking up where that one left off. So it could work. I think the action sequences will look dope. The first one didn't really mess those up either. In most cases. I think that the Power Ranger power-ups were kind of lame. Your lineage means you now get to just activate your arm. I'm like, all right, that's kind of whack, but it is what it is.
They all did, so it was cool.
I thought that was kind of camp. It was just kind of a little Saturday morning cartoon, but okay.
What's Mortal Kombat without the powers?
Though the power should be there, but how I would have gone is when you cross dimensions and you go from your world to the next, you kind of mutate. And I always figured you could do stuff in Outworld that they weren't able to do it beforehand, right? Johnny Cage didn't wake up and learn how to do that shadow kick thing. Something had to happen to him in order for him to be able to do that.
That'd be cool.
So crossing over and going over this realm of combat, then they realize, oh, here I can actually do all this weird kind of like stuff with physics, where I can throw fireballs and do all this weird supernatural crap.
That's the thing. Mortal Kombat 1, this iteration, they never left Earth. They never went to Outworld. So Sang Shung and his people came to Earth to kill all the Earth's warriors before the tournament even started. So this next one should take place in Outworld, and it should be the actual tournament.
Yeah, how they did it was differently. We're just saying that was my hypothetical for it. But in this one, Johnny Cage is literally going from their world to he's isekaiing from Earth to Outworld.
Right.
And him getting powers and stuff after he gets them, like, yeah, that's fine. Everybody else has theirs, so why not?
Right.
So I'm in.
Quan Chi is definitely going to be a
Mortal Kombat player, so I'm glad it's continuing. I just hope they do it right. The last one was Sub-Zero. Was that the last?
So the Sub-Zero. I think Sub-Zero and Scorpion are like kind of the mainstays of the series. They're the flags, like the flagship characters. Their beef is always, I felt, should have been the core of it, and then everybody else are kind of like satellite characters or ancillary.
Right.
But they did them well. They've consistently done them well, I would say.
So we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
We'll see how it looks, but we're definitely looking forward to it. Actually, I was looking forward to that more than the new Superman, more than most of the films that have come out recently. Even Fantastic
Really?
Four. I was a fan of Fantastic Four as a kid, but Mortal Kombat just hits different.
I heard
I think
the
a lot of us were like raised like we were kind of coming of age in the '90s. I think most of us. I know I was. Seven, you probably were. Corey probably, but it was in our face. Mortal Kombat was there. Fantastic Four were there. We grew up watching them, but it's like that immediate it thing that when we were like coming up as youngins, the Mortal Kombat was there, dude. I don't even like the game series like that, but I've been like a fan of the lore since I was a kid.
What? The game
I'm
series
surprised.
was amazing.
You're a gamer.
Groundbreaking.
The
It was the
well,
first
I'm a
game with
gamer.
blood.
I've played it. I've just for fighting games, it's never been the most. It's always been clunky to me. I don't like playing Mortal Kombat. I like the lore. The characters, they're fun.
Okay.
Whenever a new game would come out, I would play it, but it's
Right.
only for the story mode. And after that, I'm like, the gameplay's kind of meh for me.
Okay.
A lot of the games back in that day were clunky, like Golden Axe, Mortal Kombat, Streets of Rage. They were all kind of clunky.
Street Fighter had that problem.
Street Fighter came like
was,
late '90s. Later '90s.
that was no Street Fighter was all throughout the like those like early to mid '90s when the first one came.
I thought it was
Earliest one was '89. After that, Street Fighter was like early '90s throughout.
Street Fighter
It was all
1 no
about-
one played. Street Fighter 2 that came out, what,
Street-
94, 95?
I'll double check the year, but that was like we're talking like between '92 and '94. And even still, that's after that we got all those other versions of it. Two Turbo, Champion Edition. Like it was in our face constantly throughout the '90s.
Yeah, but once we got that, that's when we got better games. I'm saying the games before Street Fighter, back to the '80s, they were all clunky.
The first Mortal Kombat came out what year?
80.
Can you look that up real quick?
No. Mortal Kombat. Look it up right now. First Mortal Kombat did not come out in the '80s. Mortal Kombat 1 came out early mid '90s.
Now, while you're looking that up, Drew, what'd you think about? You said you liked the trailer, right?
Oh yeah, you're right.
Mortal Kombat
92.
2? Yeah, 92.
So I was what? Oh, should I say my age?
That's on you, brother. Did
Who
you?
cares, man?
Yeah, I was like, what, 8? Yeah.
So
Okay. Yeah.
I wasn't really feeling how they handled the women real quick in the trailer. So I really hope they're just not eye candy and they really give them some really good fight choreography. Because it looked a little
They
cheesy.
weren't up there like twerking, but it's like they show them fighting. That's what they do.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think
Well,
it wasn't
okay.
like.
I hope it goes the John Wick route of, where it's like really good choreography. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, okay, well, I don't think. Yeah, Mortal Kombat. In the early '90s, the outfits on the girls were a little risque.
Right.
They had a lot of bikinis, but to be fair, all the guys were half naked too. So I'm like, it's cool for the guys to all have six packs and be shirtless. But if the girls are showcased as showing some skin, but
Okay, that's fair.
I think with this one, no, the trailer was fine. Sonya, in particular, I always thought was kind of like she was a firm example of how you could take. Well, most of the women in Mortal Kombat, I think this applies to actually. Sonya was a case where you could take a kind of that curmudgeon, tough female archetype and put her in scenarios where she needs people to like save her because she is a damsel in distress, but she goes back and forth between her and Jax needing to save each other. That's always the dynamic. So one is always having to save the other. I know my Mortal Kombat lore. It's always Sonya got kidnapped, y'all. We gotta go get her. And if Jax gets his ass kicked and he gets carted off somewhere, Sonya's like, I gotta go get my guy Jax. Just the part where I'm like, they should have been married, not Johnny Cage. So, as often as they were always saving each other,
Right.
so the dynamic works. Kitana has never had that problem. She's the perfect example of like a Princess Mary Sue type is Kitana. She's almost so baseline and calm that she's boring. So Mortal Kombat has not had a problem with the objectification of their female characters, if that's where we're going.
Okay.
So I just looked it up. Drew was right. First Street Fighter came out in 87, and Street Fighter 2 came out in 91.
Yeah,
Mm.
that was the hit. And then we got all the iterations all throughout. 2 Turbo Champion Edition, your
Wow.
mama's house version. We got all of them.
Wow.
So, but no, I'm excited for that one to round it up.
Yeah.
Mortal Kombat 2,
Yeah.
I'm in. I like the idea that it's a slightly older, washed up Johnny Cage, because young liking himself doucher Johnny Cage would not have. People would be complaining.
Mhm.
I understand why, because he's a harder protagonist to follow. 7, to your point, making it all about John, trying to make a whole Johnny Cage centric movie.
Right.
If he's his younger self, where he's all full of himself and cocky, he's a tougher sell to audiences.
Right.
So this older, kind of more beaten up by life, gnawed up, scuffed version of Johnny Cage, going back and then discovering his hero half. I'm like, yeah,
Makes more sense.
yeah, he makes more sense.
He definitely makes more
I'm with-
sense.
And again, Johnny's my favorite character of all of them. So
Really?
when I would play Mortal Kombat, he was my main. Johnny
Okay.
Cage has always been my main. Him and Kung Lao,
Mhm.
my 2 guys.
Yeah. So is it true they're doing a Street Fighter also?
Yeah, we might have talked a little bit about it
we
before.
did talk about that cast. That made no
Yeah.
sense.
That's my thing. It's like, I'm not against the idea, I'm not against the attempt,
Right.
but like, besides Andrew Koji, he's a good actor. He was in the show called Warrior that I might have squeed about a few times.
Okay.
It was a great show. It got 2-3 seasons, and he does martial arts. He looks the part for the most part. I'd say he's a little like lean to play Ryu, because Ryu's he's tiny. He's like short, 5'9", but he's like freaking huff. Andrew Koji could still do it. I have no idea who the guy that they picked to play Ken is. I've seen him in nothing.
Mm-mm.
And then we have 50 Cent as Balrog.
That doesn't make sense.
That's the way
no
you
sense.
said it.
Wide swing, but here's the thing. I'm gonna let it rock. I'm gonna let it rock, because it's, at the end of the day, 50 Cent's buff. Right? He's in good shape for a dude his age. If you gave him like the proper fight choreography and gave him the haircut, he could pull it off. He might be able to pull it off. Acting chops, that's where I'm a little bit weird choice. Weirder still, the dude that they picked to play Bison, dude from Midnight with the Devil or Late Night with the Devil.
And they keep talking about different characters that Jason Momoa will play. So,
and Jason
I thought
Momoa,
they finalized on Blanca.
they did that.
I thought they did.
he's
Jason Momoa's
gonna
going to be Blanca.
He's gonna be Blanca, and a wrestler dude's gonna be Akuma. What's the wrestler dude's name? Roman Reigns.
Oh, Roman Reigns, yeah. I'm excited for that. He has the look. I can see that.
The look, if you put him in, sure, the look, but does he have the martial arts tees for that? He's a wrestler, bro. So Akuma's not going to be up in there power bombing. 2 count, 1, 2. That's
Well, we're
But
about to run out of time, but I think next week talking about Fantastic Four, and then hopefully get some more news on the casting of these things and when it's actually going to happen. Ooh, run out of time. You're watching GEEKCASTER. We're out.